This is TechMag TV News. My name is Stephanie Truter, and here are the headlines. US extends sanctions on Zimbabwe by another year. Monzora's legal advisor files court application to stop by-elections. Machine-readable passports remain valid. MultiChoice removes Russia from DSTV platform. Passion Java condemn Kwekwe violence. ZEC threatens whistleblowers. Former Prosecutor General Kumirai Hodzi suffers double stroke and mental collapse. Police raid Walter Magaya's Mount Pleasant home. Zimbabwe-born TK Maidza opens Billie Eilish tour. In our top story, the United States has extended the sanctions on Zimbabwe. Since 2003, the U.S. Department of Treasury has imposed targeted financial sanctions against individuals and entities in connection with undermining democracy, human rights abuses, and public corruption. They have recently again accused the country's leaders of economic mismanagement and undermining democratic processes of institutions. The U.S. President Joe Biden, who won the March 3rd presidential election in 2020, issued a statement on Thursday stating that his administration will continue with the sanctions for another year, with the reasoning that President Emerson Mnangagwa's regime is implementing policies that threaten American foreign policy. He went on to state that the actions and policies of certain members of the Zimbabwean government and others are directly undermining the country's democratic processes and pose a huge threat to the United States foreign policies. And thus, in accordance with the National Emergencies Act, he will be continuing the national emergency for another year. Tapera Sengweni, legal advisor of the Douglas Monzora-led MDCT, has filed a constitutional court application to stop the March 26 by-election. Sengweni argues that the president of the ZANU-PF party, Emerson Mnangagwa, and the Zimbabwean Electoral Commission failed to proclaim the polls in the stipulated time. The constitution states that by-elections should take place not more than 90 days after the vacancies arise, and the time specified by the Zimbabwean constitution came and went while the ZANU-PF president did not proclaim the elections as mandated. Sengweni then went on further to state that the country is facing an economic crisis, and as a small economy is facing challenges that are affecting most of its population. He continues to state the government itself is failing to pay its employees a living wage, and by having an election would be dragging the country into another plebiscite, which outcome does not change the numerical configuration of the parliament in any way. He goes on to say the country is due to hold its harmonized elections in the next 16 months, therefore waiting for the date is prudent. MDCT has since then distanced himself from Sengweni's act after being blamed for trying to stop the by-elections. Home Affairs and Cultural Heritage Minister Kazembe has confirmed that it has managed to clear a significant chunk of backlog, and the machine-readable passports will remain valid until they expire. In a video seen by TechMag TV, Minister Kazembe said that the Central Registry is currently serving approximately plus or minus 1,000 people daily who are applying for electronic passports. He goes on to state that they are doing their level best to ensure that the backlog is cleared quickly, and so far have cleared a big chunk of backlog, said the minister. Minister Kazembe said also the machine-readable passports will remain in use. He continues to state, if the machine-readable passports are banned, it will not be fair. The machine-readable passports will remain in use until they expire, and those who applied for old passports will receive their passports. The production of the e-passport ushered the country's entry into the era of smart technology in travel and identification documents. In our international news, MultiChoice has removed Russian news channel Russia Today from its DSTV platform. In a statement, the company said that the move was with immediate effect and has been necessitated by sanctions targeting Russia, which has affected its global distributor. MultiChoice confirmed that as of the 2nd of March 2022, Russia Today shall not be carried on the DSTV platform until further notice. Sanctions imposed by the European Union have led to the global distributor of the channel ceasing to provide the broadcasting feed to all suppliers, including MultiChoice. MultiChoice representatives have said this. Flamboyant self-proclaimed prophet Passion Java has condemned the violence that took place in Kwekwe at a Citizens for Coalition Change rally. ZANU-PF youths attacked CCC supporters, resulting in the death of Boneni Nube and also left 17 people nursing their injuries. In an interview with TechMag TV Wednesday night, Java said justice must always prevail, and if he was to be the judge, the perpetrators could face a serious judgment. He went on to comfort the injured ones, saying such acts of violence only result in affecting people who are not supposed to be hurt. The Zimbabwe Electoral Commission has threatened to sue activists and pressure groups for disclosing people's personal details when exposing alleged discrepancies on the National Voters Roll. Speaking on Thursday in a meeting with the Parliamentary Portfolio Committee on Justice, ZEC Chief Elections Officer Otile Sailingwana said the public disclosure of voters' personal details was illegal and exposed voters to physical attacks. Kumirai Hodzi has announced his resignation as Prosecutor General, the OPC announced on Tuesday due to ill health. The OPC gave no further details besides a health issue Hodzi had been dealing with that required medical attention. However, multiple official and security sources recently came forward and told some news outlets that the recent accusations against him by the Office of the President and Cabinet due to the submission of a dossier accusing him of corruption had left the former prosecutor very depressed and had led to some serious mental complications before suffering 2 strokes last week. Sources further said that Hodzi was being tormented by senior officials from the Ministry of Justice. After refraining from going to work during the second week of February, the sources say he started showing signs of mental ill health. The document that was submitted anonymously to the OPC in December of last year was a highly critical dossier of the then PG's performance as a prosecutor general. Sources say the 2 strokes he has recently suffered have left him completely indisposed and in a very bad shape. PhD Ministries Pastor Walter Magaya's Mount Pleasant home in Harare was raided by police and other security agents Wednesday morning as part of some criminal investigations. Zimbabwe Republic Police spokesperson Paul Nyati confirmed the raid but refused to disclose the nature of the criminal activities. This is in relation to ongoing investigations being conducted by the police, and we will release details soon, says Nyati. Magaya was in Nairobi, Kenya last week, where he was attending a crusade and was welcomed by thousands of Kenyans at the airport. He was also given a police escort. In 2018, the cleric's PhD Ministries church premises was raided by the police after he claimed he had found a drug, aguma, which cures HIV and AIDS. Magaya has faced a few rape accusations, although the complaints would later drop the charges. Aria and BET nominated rapper TK Maidza has been invited to join the iconic pop star Billie Eilish to open some shows for the American artist Happier Than Ever tour across North America. The Zimbabwean-born, Australian-raised rapper joined Eilish after recently having released her EP trilogy, which she named Last Year Was Weird, behind the producer Dan Farber. This has been TechMag TV News. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe as we bring you more top stories.